Welcome to part 9 of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Now, before we start exploring the Dark World, there's an area we need to go through first. Just jump down through here, and voila, we found ourselves a heart piece. Oh, mind you of one thing. Dark World is much different than the Light World. The enemies will actually take 2 to 3 hits from off of you, man. Yeah, just running into them is really dangerous. And yeah, as you can see, one hit from that guy just took like a whole heart. And some of the plants will actually take 2 or 3. But for the meantime, we're going to take a detour before we actually go to the Palace of Darkness. Because thanks to Aghanim, there is a certain heart piece we can get. Yes. Remember the Lumberjacks? Well, the Lumberjacks ended up being taken into the Dark World because of the fact that Aghanim died. And he literally merged most of the Light World with the Dark World through certain points. I don't know if the tree's one of them or not, but he did. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna die if I don't get away from this bee. But he did merge the Dark World with the Light World. Or slowly merging the Dark World with the Light World. Meaning, as of now, there are certain rocks that if you lift up will actually house warp tiles that'll take you to the Dark World. And that's basically how you're going to get through most of these palaces. Well, that and a certain item we'll be getting later on. Because we can't run through certain areas in the Dark World. It's not as easily accessible, that's the best way to put it, as the Light World. No. Which is why Sahasrah told you to go to the Dark World, the Palace of Darkness, first. Because the Dark World is not easily accessible, and you will need the dungeon item from the Palace of Darkness in order for you to actually get through the entirety of the Dark World. Now, that tree I just showed you is what happens when you beat Aghanim. Just run into the tree and the trunk itself will collapse into itself. And that's also how we get this heart piece. So far we've got 12. We're almost halfway done with the heart pieces. And the remaining 7 hearts will be from the Dungeon Masters of the Dark World. So technically speaking, we're almost finished with the game. Pretty nice. Anyway, let's just go over to the Pond of Happiness since I didn't do it in the last part. Because there was an area that I should have bombed. Actually, it's a pretty important area considering where the Pond of Happiness actually is in the Dark World. Believe it or not, for those of you who haven't played this game, the Pond of Happiness in the Light World is actually the Ice Palace, in the Dark World. And that hidden bomb area may make things all the more better once I uncover it. And probably will make the Ice Palace easier than what it seems. Because believe it or not, it is one of the most difficult areas other than the 7th palace in the game. And probably the last tower in the game. It is the most difficult palace in the game. And some of it is due to tedium. Yes, tedium. But that's basically the only reason why I'm just telling you about the Ice Palace, because this area right here is where the Ice Palace is going to be. And that rock right there is hiding a warp tile, and we do not have the power to lift it. Not just yet. So while I'm going to the Pond of Happiness, I might as well tell you of the sequence-breaking order that I will be going into when going through the Dark World. first and foremost, you have to beat, and I've stressed that enough, have to beat Castle number 1 and Castle number 7. Yeah, Castle number 1 first and Castle number 7. And I do believe you have... No, wait, and Castle number 2. Castle number 2 is mandatory in order for this trick to work. Basically, you need the item from Castle number 1 to get to Castle number 2. And you need the item from Castle number 2 to sequence break to Castle number 4. Or you can get the item from Castle number 4 to get your sword upgrade and the item from Castle number 4 to basically easily get you through Castle number 3. Then you're going to need the item from Castle number 3 to get through Castle number 5. But we're not going to go to Castle number 5. Instead, we'll go to 6, because that way, Castle number 6 will allow you to get an upgrade to your sword and to your arrows. The most powerful upgrades in the game, mind you. And then we go to Castle number 5, finally concluding with Castle number 7. Anyway, this is the Palace of Darkness. Simply put, there is a maze here. And this maze... Oh, sorry, I went the wrong way. You're supposed to go through here. And through this maze, it's best to keep 100 or more rupees, which is why I was basically going through the light world anyway. And the reason why? The moment I come out of the maze, this guy appears. I am Kiki the monkey. Kiki, I love rupees more than anything. Can you spare me 10 rupees? What should you do? Give this monkey rupees, because you will not be able to go anywhere further if you don't. You will need a total of 110 rupees in order to get into the Palace of Darkness. I am not kidding. Because it's here, you're supposed to give him 100 rupees. Just ask the monkey to open a castle, and then into it you go. Sounds simple, right? It is, provided you have the rupees. Which is why I didn't blow all of my money on arrows and bombs, because there are some mandatory items and people that you're going to need rupees for. Meanwhile, we're in the Palace of Darkness. Just simply push the block to the left. I think there's a key around here. Nope, there isn't. And we'll just deal with everything here on the left. Go through this warp tile and blast a hole here. Oh wait, I got bombs. Aww. Boomerang can't hurt them. See, we need the item from Dungeon 2 in order for to hurt them. Oh, and word of warning. Don't let that cracked wall fool you. This is the right way. The other way will just lead to a bottomless pit. No, I'm not kidding. They literally have a bottomless pit that you can actually dig out with the shuffle. How do I know? I played the GBA version. Damn it! These guys are rather annoying. They're just like the gargoyles in the light world, except the red one shoots you every time you try to shoot it with an arrow. The trick is to shoot them and lure, or just spawn kill, one of the two. The trick is to lure them into the arrows. It can be really tricky though, as you can see. And I found the map. Nice. Oh, and watch out for the yellow things. I don't know what they are. I forgot their names, but they're actually annoying considering they split into two whenever you destroy them. Fairy! I just lost one. Convenient fairies' rooms are convenient. I said fairies' room? I meant to say fairy room. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna need that key. That's the only reason why we're down here. And we're gonna have to come back around here anyway. So there's gonna be a lot of backtracking in this dungeon. Specifically because you need to get the hammer. Yeah, that's the dungeon item of this game. I mean, of this dungeon, the hammer. And specifically because because whenever you do dungeons like these and they involve backtracking, you need to uncover other areas in order for you to proceed further. Fair enough. Sadly, I'm gonna have to go around. Or actually, I could go through that door right there since I can't push that statue. Ignore those turtle shell thingies. They are not going to be of any importance right now. As a matter of fact, we can't do jack squat to them. We don't have the quick medallion and I fell off the cliff. You know what? Screw it. Sorry, I touched my mic again. Either medallion for the win. Oh. Funny thing is, they will not break out of that. I kind of figured I was going the wrong way anyway, so let's push this down here. And yeah, you're supposed to drop down in that hole too. Let's see. This key should lead us to right here, I guess. Oh yeah. This is one of those sections where you're gonna need the Pegasus shoes to run. Trust me, it can get very annoying. And there's a fairy. Really, game? Here's the compass. Let's maneuver our way around and... Getting hit by those things really hurt. And by the way, all this will lead you to is a rupee room. And a key, too. You're gonna need the key. Why am I saying the obvious? And... that's what's supposed to happen to the anti-fairies. Sprinkle magic powder and it kills them. And I am clipping through all the rupees. I don't know why. But anyway, I spent about 110 rupees in this place. And I walk away with, well, more. Oh. No. Don't leave. You're supposed to push this statue here into that one spike and trap it there. And that'll make you leave out of the room. Now then, to deal with all the garbage down here. Because I need a clear shot, and I mean a literal clear shot, to get that switch over there. And... booyah! You're gonna have to change the switch over anyway. Eventually. Alright. We're just gonna have to... I'm just gonna do this prematurely. I shouldn't be in this room just yet, because I needed the hammer to proceed. but I'm gonna clear this room out. Sorry about that. My headphones pulled out. Anyway, I was gonna clear this entire area out. Yeah, I know these enemies are gonna come back, but I'm just gonna clear out whatever obstacle I have. So I won't have to do this. It'll be just a straight shot to the boss room, basically. Because the area that I'm going to right now is basically leading to the boss. Ha! Gotcha this time without dying, biznitch. Anyway. Watch out for this thing here. That is really annoying where it put it, but hey. All you gotta do is just shoot that green Cyclops statue in the eye, and as you can see, the wall is moving. Like I said, I'm gonna get rid of this now, so I won't have to worry about it later. That's just the way I play. And clearly, as you can see, people, I can't go any further. So, I'll just have to go back through all of that. And I'm just going to have to turn the switch red. Yes. I'm gonna have to turn the switch red in order for me to get through. And not fall off the cliff. Sorry for that silence there. That was just me face-palming of what just happened. Okay. Let's push this over. And let's climb up the stairs, because where we really need to go, we need to fall off into a bottomless pit. What are you doing? I said I need to fall off into a bottomless pit. Oh well. Maybe I was just curious about this room? I don't know. But if you ever want to leave, there's the switch for it. Oh, right. There was a key here. Of course, we're gonna need the key for that, so that's why I came down here. Yeah, that's why I came down here. So when we fall down the bottomless pit, we won't be at a dead end. Well, it's not technically a bottomless pit, it actually has a bottom. And I'm not just rambling on, folks. There are sometimes you actually have to jump through holes in order for you to proceed. And why am I going down there? That's not where I want to go. It's straight through the middle. And you know, that was a lucky power-up I just got there. Nice. So, Geronimo! Simply move this. And... ah, it's a key. Damn it. And we're back here again. Okay. Let's try to bomb the other area. Yeah, we actually have to bomb the middle of the bridge in order for us to get to the big key. But at least that key led us to someplace important. Well, that hole actually led us to someplace important, not the key. Well, technically the key will. Now then. Let's open this door here. And... whoa, the big key! Now then. Where am I supposed to go next? Oh yes, to try to find a hammer. I think we're supposed to go up the stairs. Hey, I'm doing this all from memory, not from a walkthrough strategy, so... if I have a brain fart, bear with me. Anyway, let's see. We're gonna go up here, and... oh, I think I know where that key goes. We're gonna have to go through this door here, and we're gonna have to go straight through the Pegasus shoe room. And not fall off again. Because falling off sucks. Thing about the Helmosaurus you need to know, unless you have the hammer, you gotta hit him from the back. Now, we're gonna be introduced to a new and more powerful enemy, the Green Dodongos. And they can be really annoying. But we just need to go through this maze here, and actually go through that that crushed hole in the wall. So you can bomb the area that leads you to the hammer. That's basically what we want to do. And the Dodongos are not making it easy. And as you can clearly tell, I came in with only 2 hearts missing. Now I have half of my health, because that Dodongo's flame really hurts. And into this hole, and voila! We've got the magic hammer! We need this to actually go throughout places and to finish this palace. As a matter of fact, it's gonna be good for the boss. In the next episode, we'll finish the Palace of Darkness in part 9. 10, sorry. See you guys next time.